Hey everybody, let's play a little game. Show of hands if this has ever happened to you. You're out shiny hunting for a specific Pokemon, let's just say Gligar for this example. You're out there running back and forth in the grass, looking for it, doing thousands and thousands of encounters. You finally get into an encounter, you see the shiny stars, and it's a Tauros. Okay, cool, you still get a shiny Tauros until you look at it. Not so cool. Shiny Tauros is a sickly green color. Not all shinies are good. Not all shinies are worth getting. Now, personally, that's never happened to me, and I wish I could say it's because, oh, I got all the good shinies, but it's just because I don't get any shinies, and I have horrible shiny luck, and my life is a lie. Hello trainers, welcome back to Poke Patrol. Today we're fixing some more bad shinies, as suggested by the lovely folks over on my Twitter, and if you're not following me on Twitter, go do so, because you're gonna miss out on fun activities like this all the time. Links down in the description, go check it out, good times, good posts, lots of memes, you'll like it, I promise. I can't guarantee though, but I think you will. So I've already done 2 episodes of this in the past, and if you haven't seen those, feel free to go watch them, there's a playlist, but if you don't want to, no pressure. Basically what you need to know is that people on Twitter suggest shinies that they think are bad, and then I try to fix them and end up making them much worse, but you know, A for effort, right? So I guess the best way to explain this is to just show you, so let's jump into the shiny fixes. The first suggestion comes from Kiki the Octo, who asks me to fix the Scorbunny line, the Grookey line, and the Yamper line. So I'm gonna start with the Grookey line because Houndour Stan has also asked me to fix Rillaboom, so I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, first things first, let's take a look at the original shinies for the Grookey evolution line. So I wouldn't say these shinies are bad, they're more underwhelming than anything. The Grookey evolution line is already green, so they just kind of made them more of a urine yellow color, which I guess works. I see what they're going for, but I want to, you know, kick things up a notch. So what I went for here is the autumn themed set of shinies. Basically just think pumpkin spice Grookey. If it isn't clear why I chose orange, it's just, you know, in the fall, the leaves turn from green to like an orange and red and yellow color. They already did the yellow with the original shinies. Didn't work out too well in my opinion. So I went for the orange, and I think it looks especially good on Rillaboom and Grookey. I think I could probably tweak Wacky a little bit more, but you know, I think it's a bit of an improvement. So hopefully you guys think so too. I really like the idea of a fall themed grass type Pokemon, you know, at least for the set of shinies. Next up, let's take a look at the shinies for Scorbunny's evolution line. So I personally think that the Scorbunny evolution line has the best shinies out of the Gen 8 starters, mainly because of Raboot and what was his name? Cinderace. I love the gray color on them. I think it works well. Scorbunny himself, once again, kind of underwhelming. It's just kind of like a hue change. They made, or a saturation change, sorry. So they kind of made him less vibrant, the red in his ears, or the orange in his ears. So it's not bad, it's just underwhelming. Let's see if we can fix it. So this one may be a bit controversial, but I think it looks pretty good personally. I went with a cobalt blue color. I kept the base colors that they kept for the original shinies, so like the darker white and the grays for the rabbits themselves, but then I just changed the uniforms and the highlight colors to a blue, because I think it looked better with the gray and the dark white, and it's kind of meshed better. And I just know in my heart, there's gonna be one person in the comments, maybe not now, but maybe years down the road, who's gonna be like, actually, Scorbunny can't be blue because he is a fire type and only water types can be blue. You know nothing about Pokemon or art, KYS. And you may be right about those 2 things, but consider this. Shut up. So next up, let's take a look at the shinies for Yamper and Boltund. Yamper looks like he's been sunburnt, and Boltund looks like he hasn't seen the light of day in months. It's kind of like a funny evolution story, like shiny Yamper got a really bad sunburn, and then he never went outside again, and then he got really pale as Boltund. So I honestly had a really hard time with this one, but I finally decided to go with a gray color because I believe Boltund is based on a greyhound, so it kind of makes sense, I guess, if you think about it. And I decided to keep the yellow highlights because why not? I mean, it's electric type. I mean, how else are you supposed to know it's electric type? Because colors defy what types Pokemon are, right? That's why Scorbunny could never be blue, because he's a fire type and only water types can be blue, right? Right, guys? Doing this again, I may have done Yamper a different color, but I do kind of like keeping the same color palette between evolutions, at least for shinies. But maybe I'll revisit this one again. But for now, I think this is an upgrade over the sunburnt pupper. There you go, Kiki and Houndour Stan. Hope you guys are happy. Let's move on to the next request. So Rami Everything wants me to fix Shiny Chansey because it is a green monstrosity very similar to Tauros. I'm so glad that Game Freak started actually choosing shinies themselves and, you know, to stop doing palette swaps, because these green shinies in the first like 3 or 4 gens were just out of control. So to fix a radioactive Chansey, I pulled the old Nidorino trick, where I just swapped the purple, I guess pink in this case, with a blue, and I think it works pretty well. It's nice like icy blue. It's not as off-putting to look at, I don't think. It's pretty hard to fix a shiny like Chansey where it's just this one solid color, but I think this works well enough. It's definitely better than the radioactive green, but to be fair, it's hard to be worse than that. So Rami, hopefully this is better in your eyes, but if not, let me know and I'll maybe do it again in another video. Decidueye and Toucan Propaganda asked me to fix Pikachu, Fearow, Magearna, and Copperajah. I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot to do Magearna, so I'll do that for another one. And I've done Pikachu before, I believe it was the last episode, so let's do Fearow and Copperajah. I actually kind of like Copperajah's shiny, at least the gold part of it, because I believe on the non-shiny model, the orange on his face is supposed to be copper, so I'm guessing the gold on the shiny model is supposed to be gold. Which I think is kind of smart and kind of a cool detail. I did the same thing with my Rhyperior redesign. One of the redesigns had like gold coursing through it as if it was a gold vein inside of a rock, so I appreciate details like that. That being said, the color of its body is like baby poop green, and that needs to change. So this was a quick and easy fix. I've just gone ahead and made his body kind of a purplish brownish color, which I think works really well because gold and purple are complementary colors, and it is kind of blend well with each other. So Fearow Shiny is one of the gross green ones. It's not as bad as some of them like Chansey or Tauros, but it's still a sickly looking bird, and he needs to be fixed immediately. So I fixed a few things here. I've made his body red, I've made the head feathers a bit more orange, and I've made his beak and feet more of a pale color, which are more closely resembles the original model, because in the original shiny model, they're more of a light orange color and they look really weird, and they looked even weirder with the red body. So I think this works pretty well. I'm just now noticing that I've made him into like a discount Ho-Oh. Well, damn. Mom, can we have Ho-Oh? We have Ho-Oh at home. Ho-Oh at home. Regardless if it does look a little bit like Ho-Oh, I think it does look a lot better than the gross green, like avian flu looking bird that it was before. So Decidueye and Toucan Propaganda, hopefully these shinies are fixed to your liking, but if not, let me know and I'll give it another shot in another video. So last but not least, Alolan Riolu has asked me to fix Drapion's shiny. Once again, this isn't a shiny that I'd consider a bad shiny. It's just very, very similar to the original model, and it's just kind of underwhelming. So to fix this shiny, I've made it kind of a teal/green color, and I originally wanted to make the blue highlights on the shiny red, but it kind of looked too much like a Christmas kind of thing, and I wasn't a fan of it, so I decided to leave those as blue. I know I kind of shit on green shinies a lot. I don't think green shinies are bad just because of the green. I think it's context that matters with green shinies. Like for instance, bugs and poison types should be green sometimes. Grass Pokemon makes sense for the shinies to be green. But like some of them, it also depends on like the shade of green as well. Like with Tauros, it looks awful. Same with, actually I kind of like Teddy Ursus is like a mint green. It's kind of cute. But you know, context and the shade of green also matters. And I think it works kind of well with this because he's a poison type. So I'm not trying to be a hypocrite to my own judgment, but I think it works well with this case. But feel free to tell me otherwise. I'm open to criticism. So there we have it. That is the batch of shinies that you guys requested I fix. Hopefully you guys think they are fixed, but make sure to let me know in the comments below. And for those of you who didn't request a shiny to be fixed, let me know which one of these is your favorite fix, unless you hated them all, which is very, very possible. In which case, call me a poo-poo head or something, I don't know. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It is the best way to help this channel grow, and it is always greatly appreciated. Also, if you have the time, make sure to check out my social medias, my Facebook, my Twitch, my Discord, and my Twitter. Twitter is very important. I'm on there all the time, and I do fun stuff like this. So if you're following me, you won't miss out on it. That's going to do it for me for this video, guys. Thanks again for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, trainers.